everybody to the Single and Stilettos Show. I'm Suzanne Oshima, and I'm a matchmaker and dating coach at Dream Bachelor and Bachelorette, and I'm also the founder of Single and Stilettos. I'm so excited because today we have on our show Hunt Ethridge, and he's a dating coach at New York Dating Coach, and he's also a senior partner of the International Dating Coach Association. Welcome, Hunt, to the show.
Hello, thank you. It's great to be here, Suzanne. I'm excited about it.
Great, but before we get into the topic that we're going to talk about today, I would love for you to tell our audience how you got started in this business as a dating coach.
Well, I'd always gotten along very well with people, and it was fairly easy for me after, the middle school uncomfortable time to talk to girls. And as I lived in New York City and had friends that struggled with this, I didn't realize that this was as big a problem as it was. I'd taken it for granted. And as I researched more into the field at my friends' suggestions, I realized that there is a need for this. It is teachable, and after a lot of research was something that I was able to teach. So I started my own company called Hunt for Advice about 5 or 6 years ago. Did that for a couple of years, and then I got scooped up by New York Dating Coach, which is the largest and oldest dating coaching company on the East Coast, possibly even the country. Been doing that as their senior coach for a good couple of years, and then been working on the International Dating Coach Association, where we actually certify dating coaches and partner up with online as well.
So today's topic is about how to ask a guy out without seeming too desperate or too forward. So Hunt, give us the 3 best tips on how to ask a guy out.
Sure. So I don't remember the exact quote, but it's something like, what you earn, you value greater than what is given to you. Now, this comes into play when you work with the dynamic of men and women interaction. We like to be the aggressors. We like the element of the chase, and in fact, if something is handed to us too easily, we don't value it the same way something that we had to fight for. So, these are ways that you can still ask a guy out, but allow him to continue to play a certain aggressor role. If you like a guy that you are in contact with, like your friends, or you guys hang out in the same place and you're just waiting for him to ask him and he's not going to ask you and it's just annoying you, suggest something that you like to do. You know what? I really wanted to go check out that Blue Water Grill. You wanna go check out with me? Because you're showing the guy what you might be interested in and allowing him to still ask you. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. And then the guy can still make the plans for the time and place, and the guy still feels that he's participating in it. And ladies, when you go to the hints, don't make them subtle. Don't make them small. Make them large. You're not going to get it otherwise.
I love that you said that, because so a lot of women will say to me, "Well, he didn't do anything with it." And I always tell them, some guys just don't get it. You have to drop it a couple of times.
Oh yeah. If a girl just says like, "Oh, I heard this new restaurant called Blue Water Grill opened," guys like, "Yeah, great, cool." So
yeah,
we need a little help sometimes.
Okay, so what's your second tip for asking a guy out?
Second tip for asking a guy out is a bit of a reciprocal, in that you want to do what you want to do. The guy doesn't necessarily want to do that. The guy wants to do what he wants to do, but you don't necessarily want to do that. So offer, a coming together. Be like, hey, I noticed that you like dirt bikes. You know what? I'd love to go and, you tell me about them and see if that's fun. And in return, you know what? I'll think of something totally girly that we can do together. Now, what you've done is you showed interest in something that he likes, and he gets to show off to you in a certain way why he likes it and maybe his skills in it. And 2, you've locked yourself in practically for 2 dates. And on that second date, you get to do something that's more in line to the things that you want to do, and he'll be happy because he feels like it's payback. Like you did something, went outside of your comfort zone to do something that he liked to do, so he'll be more than happy to go outside of his comfort zone and do something with you, especially if he knows it's something you like a lot and is going to make you happy.
I love that tip. I think that's so great. So give us your third best tip for asking a guy out.
Ask a guy out. I mean, it's not going to become any simpler than that. Don't beat around the bush. Don't make it seem like you're doing something that's weird or like, hey, you know, I mean, I was just thinking that it would be fun if, like, haha, I mean, I'm so nervous that you and I would want to go. Just be straightforward, and because if you're hemming and hawing, it's make the guy feel uncomfortable too. It's like, hey, Steve, you know what? Why don't we just go check out a movie next week? I think that would be a lot of fun. It immediately lets them know that they're interested. You're not creating grandiose plans, and some guys just won't ever do it. So at least if you take this in the first hand and make sure on this date you're showing them how receptive you would be to another date. It's where you can drop some hints, but eventually you're going to need to leave it up to him for that second date, because if you are chasing him, he might go out with you because he has nothing better to do, and you don't really want to date somebody because they have nothing better to do.
Right.
Still want to make sure that he has interest in you and that he's still working, and every woman worth her salt, the man will work to get you. The Trojan War was fought over a woman. If we like you, we will move a mountain. Just need to know that you're in the same path as we are. So just go ahead and do it. What do you got to lose?
I think that's a great tip. But now I know my audience is wondering this one question is, okay, so she finally asks him out in one of those three ways, right? Mm-hmm. Who pays for the date?
Guy, always.
So,
let me rescind.
Okay.
If she blatantly asks him out,
mm-hmm.
Like the third option, I would say that she needs to at least, pardon the expression, man up and offer to pay for the whole thing. Most likely he's not going to agree, but you need to be ready for it. If you're the one that did the asking and taking to a place, then you're the one that's responsible for, you know, what comes of it. Any of the other two, expect to be going Dutch. Because if you are the one that's bringing it up and pushing for it, then you can't expect him to just drop the dime on something that you wanted to do. After that, though, for the next couple of dates, really should be him. Because there needs to be, he needs to earn you. It's archaic, but c'est la vie.
Okay, so tell me though, when it comes to the successive dates, the next 3 dates, and he asked her out, and you said he should pay. Mm-hmm. So tell me how a guy feels, because I get this question from women all the time. They're like, well, I pull out my wallet, but I don't really want him to take me up on the offer. How does a guy feel about the fake wallet pullout?
We hate the whole thing. We know it's a necessary evil, though. The fake pullout is way better than the woman that I've been out with, and friends have been out there. Bill comes and just sits there, makes no move for it, and just expects you to pick it up. Dating's expensive. It really is, especially in a city like New York, you know, where we live, that it can be very expensive for a guy. So we really appreciate a girl that can help us out on that. Now, I don't necessarily mean that you go Dutch or pay half of it. Attempt to do the fake thing. We like it. Now, say, in order to make us feel better, say, okay, well, you know what, I got the next drink, your first drink at the next place that we go. Or, let's go get dessert, it's my treat. Offer to let the guy know that you are invested in it just as much as he is too. I mean, I used to have girlfriends here in the city who would call it the New York meal plan. They would date a guy every night just so they could get a free meal out of it. So we just want to make sure that that's not what's actually happening to us. Just the fact that you attempt to be trying, we like it. We know that you don't want to pay, but let's be honest, we don't want to pay either.
So should a woman pay half, or when she actually does pay, should she pay half, or should she offer to pay the whole bill?
I don't think she should ever offer to pay the whole bill unless it's for a special occasion, but I do think she should at least offer for half, okay. And then if he turns her down for it, to suggest either the next part of the evening or the next date that she will financially put in, so he knows that he's not being taken for granted.
I think that's a great point, because you're right. Dating is expensive, and you shouldn't expect a guy to pay all the time.
We'll pay for a $200 dinner if she buys us two $5 drinks at the next place.
Really? So that would make a guy happy, as if she just bought him a couple drinks at the next bar?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because when a woman, and not to necessarily go against the women, but women get used to guys paying a lot, so they don't offer. They don't pay for the guy's drinks. They don't even, some friends don't even bring money out.
Right.
So, yeah, absolutely. It's like in dating, and you know this, it's the little things. We'll buy you a $200 dinner, but you can buy us two rounds of shots, and we will love you forever. Okay,
so I have to ask you a question, because one of my male clients said this to me once, and I want to hear what your thoughts are. And he said to me that if a woman offers to pay half the bill, that he thinks that she's not interested in him.
At the beginning, that can happen, because there's unfortunately kind of a tit for tat that has gone on and continues to go on in the dating world, where if the man pays for the dinner, he may expect something in return, and if the woman lets him pay, she may feel that she needs to put out or something like that. So, absolutely, if a woman isn't interested, she will absolutely offer to pay half, so she doesn't feel indebted, and so the guy doesn't feel taken advantage of also. However, if you're going to do that and you are interested in the person, be effusive in it. Thank you so much. No, I appreciate it. You're such a great guy, but I just want to make sure that I'm pulling my weight in this too. Because it can be something that makes me wonder if they just want to make sure that they cut all ties and there's no reason that they need to be beholden to anyone.
I think that's a great point. So these have been some great tips on how to ask a guy out and whether or not you should pay, ladies. So get out there and start dating and stop waiting for the guy to ask you out. So these have been some great tips, hun. So give us your best dating tip for women.
Do things that you like. Now, this sounds oversimplified, but so many people, women included, are trying new things, going to new places, doing things that they've never tried in order to meet new people. And while this is great, people forget to focus on the things that they do like, places that make them feel comfortable, and activities that fulfill them. Because when you are doing those things, your body language is happy, your energy is good, you're enjoying yourself, and you look like a person that somebody wants to go up and talk to and get to know. And even if there's nobody in your knitting circle that you would date, they have brothers, friends, co-workers that they're going to introduce you to, because they see how full of life and passionate and interested you are in something. So definitely take some time to explore new horizons, but make sure that you're not foregoing the things that you actually enjoy and are passionate about.
I love that tip. I think that's a great, great tip. So, Hunt, how can our audience find you?
You go to NewYorkDatingCoach.com. I'm the senior coach there, and you can also follow me on Twitter at HuntForAdvice.
Great. So, ladies, go find Hunt, and if you would like to get date coached by him, I can tell you firsthand that he is a great dating coach. So, thanks, everybody, for joining us on the Single on Stilettos show. If you would like to view our videos, you can go to singleonstilettos.com. If you would like to get the podcast, you can go to iTunes. And if you would like to get our free report on the top 10 secrets on what attracts a man and what turns him off, you can click right here on the video, or you can go to singleonstilettos.com.